Flashes it across. And he's taking no chances there. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Robson. Now it's De Bruyne. And it's Rijkaard. Robertson charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, can they get him away? That is good strength. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chouameni steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. White looks to get on the end of this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Iniesta. He won't be happy with that one. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. And the shot! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vietnam grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. What a save by Seaman! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Not the most accurate pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Aims beyond the defence. Iniesta has it in a wide position. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. For De Bruyne. And he's picked it up out wide. Robson. Xavi Alonso. And the counter is on. Threads one in. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Raul. Lovely bit of skill.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Tchouameni. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rijkaard. And it's De Bruyne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's well positioned here. He's going for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Rijkaard. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Manchester United kick off the second half. Robson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Now White. Robson. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Costa Curta. And it's Tchouameni. Xavi Alonso. And it's Robertson.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Bruyne wins the duel this time. Robson. Now De Bruyne. Robson. Out to the right. Tries to play it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Robertson attempts a clearance. Iniesta. Costa Curta. And Iniesta. Plays it through. Oh, that's clever. He's being urged to shoot. And he's straight offside. De Bruyne. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That has not gone well. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Roberto Carlos. It's gone out for a throw-in. De Bruyne. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Decent hit from there. Costa Curta. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Raul. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. De Bruyne.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Looks to the other side. Van Bouten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. And it's De Bruyne. Passes short and sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, that's neat. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Raul. Now there's a fight. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Raul. Number 8,
Zaire Emery tries making a foray down the right.
Number 18,
Vietnam really
Messi.
can't be faulted for their
Number
attitude,
20,
and if they go on to win this,
Iniesta.
it'll be fully
Coming
deserved.
on the field. Number 4,
Now it's
Mbappe.
Stoichkov.
Number
Oh, the chip pass hasn't
17,
quite come off.
Schneider. Number 23, Neymar. Number 33, Zaire Emery. Substitutions
And
taking
this is
place.
Xabi Alonso. And this is Roberto Carlos. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mbappe. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And this is Stoichkov.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Baggio. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Drives it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Costa Curta. Costa Curta carries the ball down the right. Now it's
2 added
Mbappe.
minutes has been indicated.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Xabi Alonso. And Nakata. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. That's been cut out, well played. Driving forward. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be. Messi. Dixon. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rafa Silva. That is good strength. Gullit. Iniesta. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had it taken off him. Iniesta. Iniesta. To Messi. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Now it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Iniesta. Rafa Silva is a player who barely... Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. And the shot! He scored! Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Benfica look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi. And here's Jordi Alba. Rafa Silva. And it's Jordi Alba. Great vision. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the counter is on. Gullit. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Zanetti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Alonso. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rafael Varane. And it's Xavi. Best. Now this could be a chance. That's cause for mild irritation. Rafa Silva.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Xavi. Zanetti. That is lovely.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Iniesta. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found the way through. He's found some space. And the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Half-time getting close now. And it's Silva. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's in on Iniesta! It's in! And this is getting better and better. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Xavi Alonso did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Takes a shot! And it's in! A goal at a really telling moment. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes.
Decent chance! He scores!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to...
And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Vietnam head in for half-time with... Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Vietnam grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Vietnam are down to 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Well, the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Not the most convincing of passes. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vieira. Zanetti. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. Iniesta. And it's Gullit. And Jordi Alba. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Iniesta with the short one. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Gullit goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Pass is just off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And smartly reclaimed. Oh, easy pickings there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Iniesta. Gullit. Oh, shooting chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitutions taking place.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, super ball. Looking tidy in possession. And a shot! Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Beckenbauer. Played into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Jordi Alba. Oh, that's fabulous. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ibrahimovic. No, he's not getting his way this time. Iniesta with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Vieira. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Roll does well down the left, but he needs support here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. Just cruising. They are cruising. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Jordi Alba just eases him off the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Rooney. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not the most accurate pass. Rafael Varane. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be 5
Looking for
minutes
options for
added time.
movement. 5 minutes to add. Zanetti. Knocks it into space.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zanetti does well to get it back. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's a good run down the left. Here's Beckenbauer. Zanetti. And it's Rooney. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, they are now a 9-man team. And that is as far as it goes. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
And the counter is on. Djv1 goes steaming forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Raul.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Djv1. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Raul. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Robertson, and he's managed to get free. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now there's a fine ball. Kupchu. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's in a great position here. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, it's Raul. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Off the post! And another try! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he get it through? Decent chance! Goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So what can they make of this? Zanetti. Oh, that is a nice touch. Batistuta. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply. Costa Curta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So
dorsal
the manager
21.
can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 5.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Xavi Alonso. El
Xavi
dorsal
Alonso
41.
is always
El dorsal
scanning the
13.
pitch for targets. That has been cut short. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Look at the space here. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Raul. That is lovely. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Makalele. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The changes
10.
then in quick succession.
Neymar. El dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos.
That's a fine save.
El dorsal
Absolutely
80.
terrific,
El
terrific
dorsal
reflexes,
20.
goalkeeping at its very
Habrá
best.
2 minutos de descuento.
That has not gone well. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que junto a las puertas de acceso al estadio hay instaladas unas huchas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
Here we go again then.
Vietnam really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Raul. He's through here.
That's going in strongly.
No foul, says the referee. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Messi. And this is Raul. Shot could be on. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Costa Curta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Owen. And this is Raul. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And he's only too happy to take that back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great ball, and he's in here. Petit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Owen. Oh, super find. Can he finish?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. The less said about that pass, the better. Cannavaro. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's in on goal! Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Schneider, he has found the way through. Cross from Robertson. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Raul, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Zanetti, distributed tidily. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Messi. Petit goes sliding in. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Owen! Should have equalised.
Owen was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Costa Curta. It's a promising position, delivered across. He's going for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
Xabi Alonso is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Messi. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And it's De Bruyne.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zanetti. Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. Rice is onto this.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well timed, excellent interception. 1 minute to add according to the board. De Bruyne looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off.
To
The excitement
match.
already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, when I look at a team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass the ball properly.
Now it's Kaká. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. And here's Messi. Can he get it through? A lot of space ahead of him. Now the delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. Šeško.
This is the time you need that pace.
Marquez. Now he's off and running. Pele. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Schneider. Xavi Alonso. Played out to the right. Costa Curta. Picked out brilliantly. That's an excellent interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying.
Šeško! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with the corner, there first. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Koku. Berry. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Schneider. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Best can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to pass it through. Kaká unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
He's had a crack. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's De Jong. Kaká receives it in and the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
30 minutes is number 8.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition...
And the shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koku. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Good ball. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Iniesta. Raul.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Iniesta. Iniesta tries making a foray down the right. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, no circumventing this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. Best, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Messi. chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. And that's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schneider. Robertson in acres of space out wide. That is lovely.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Schneider. Nice interception, well timed. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, they've got it again. Out to the right. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement today.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Koku does well to get it back. Berry. Pele. And he's managed to get free. It's Pele! And for a moment, time stood still. Xavi Alonso. To Schneider. Now it's Raul. And here's Messi. Messi!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Iniesta, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Koku gets good distance on it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Aims beyond the defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
Vietnam are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through, hangs in a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Messi. And it's Iniesta. Well, they can break here.
Oh, really well played.
And it's Schneider. Now it's Raul. Oh, just skips past his man. Played out towards the right wing. Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, no! Shot at goal! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17, Schneider. Coming on the field, number 4, Mbappe. Number 23, Neymar.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Mbappe. He's through here. Pele proves just a little. Pele is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Costa Curta. Seaman. Neymar looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Messi. Cleared away. And he's had it nicked away. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Messi. Oh, he's burst through. Now there's a fine ball. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution on the field. Number
He's shaping
8,
up to have a crack from here.
Alonso. Coming on the field.
Goes for a shot!
Number 7.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? Very nicely done. And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. Howson. Looking to play him in. Messi finds himself offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. Howson. And it's Robertson. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Iniesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider, Raul. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football.
Messi! Good save, keeper read that well.
Messi might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. In by Trippier. Ball's gone out of play. Messi. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Raul. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Raul. And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Out towards the flank. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Haaland. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Vietnam present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Eintracht Frankfurt have broken through. It's 1-0. Big chance! Early ball out from the back. Ruben Dias. Vietnam are trailing against the run of play. Well, there's the clearance. Xavi Alonso.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking.
He's having a shot! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Vietnam grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Trippier. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Kukçu. Trippier gets into some space. The referee has given a corner. Eintracht Frankfurt with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Little pass back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Trippier receives it in a good position here.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Raul. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kukçu. Fiore. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Trippier just loves to go forward whenever he can. Lee Kang in. Trippier crosses. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Lee Kang in conjures time and space where few can. Has a look and plays it forward. Iniesta. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's been shifted off it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
Raul. Second period then
Coming on
underway.
the field is number 4. Mbappe.
Changes him with that pass. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to...
He rises! Oh, crossbar! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Schneider has good running with the ball. And it's Iniesta. Driving forward, looking to play him in. Fiore. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. He's in a great position here, and he's had it nicked away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta. Lee Kang in. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. shoots! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And again they hit the front. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi goes short.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible... Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to further improve their position of comfort. What a save by Seaman! Haaland has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Fiore, distributed tidily. Tries to play it through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now he's off and running. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Haaland gets... There's the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Iniesta.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Real chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Number 7.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Number 22. Rudiger.
And it's Silva.
Substitution.
Mbappe. Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And this is Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! And he hits the net! 30 minutes, and we're all square again! That was easy, almost too easy.
and his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's...
Great chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Eintracht Frankfurt take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
In with the challenge. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Rafa Silva. He is through here. No way through, so back it comes.
That's just...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Just a quick request today.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed. And he's won everybody's...
Terrific header! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Bayer Leverkusen are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, good spread.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Out towards the flank. Vietnam are already 2 behind. Awful start. Can he get on the end of this? Chance! He can get that clear. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Iniesta. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shifted upfield.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
There's a sharp little ball here. Goes forward. Now he's off and running. Now it's Iniesta. Lovely bit of skill. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Xavi Alonso. That has been slung wide.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso, and it's Iniesta. Now Costa Curta. It's gone for a throw-in. Bale. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Iniesta. Costa Curta. And it's Xavi Alonso. Schneider. Raul. Lahm gets rid without sophistication. And it's Robertson. Bale. And here's the chance to counter. Neatly clipped into space. Ibrahimovic shoots! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
He's having a shot! It's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Vietnam give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Schneider. There's the shot! In he goes again. He scores! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And there's the end of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So off we go once more.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Schneider. Knocks it out wide. Medved can see things others simply cannot. Pass is just off target. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Šeško. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Bale. Here. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out of play for a goal kick. And it's Lam. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Goes long and straight. Howson cuts it out. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat.
Roll! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Šeško. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Vietnam really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Bayer Leverkusen take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Robertson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Schneider. Vieira does well to get it back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 9, Iniesta. Number 8.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Coming on the field, number 5.
Played it back.
Wilshere.
And he welcomes it in.
Number 33.
And he's managed to get free. That's a decent clearance.
Chouameni. Substitutions taking
Thinks
place.
about... And Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Bayer Leverkusen grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Cannavaro did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Howson. Messi. And they're on him in a flash. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's gone for goal! And he's done very